Shut up, for God's sake. Right. First of all, just like to thank you all for coming today, making Chelsea's Tom's day. Okay. I've got quite a loud voice, so I might deafen you. All right. As you know, or people who know me, I'm not a man of many words, but I couldn't let a day go by saying a few words. It's only a few, so I won't bore you all today. Chelsea, of course I'm going to say this to you. You look absolutely beautiful today, okay? And Tom, you are a lucky man. I think you are anyway, okay? Very lucky man to have my daughter. I want to say how proud I am of you and what you have achieved. You're all grown up and starting a new chapter in your life. Tom, I am happy Chelsea has found someone who loves and treats her with kindness and respect, like you do. No one is ever really good enough for their daughter. Sorry, Tom. Fair play. But Tom, you have proved me wrong the day you asked me to marry my daughter. Well, anyone who wants to take Chelsea off my hands is good enough for me. I'm only joking, babe. Right. It doesn't seem that long ago, Chelsea, you was learning to walk and talk. And I used to pop you up on the top shelf in Tesco's with the toilet rolls, if you can remember that, and leave you up there. Well, it was only for a minute, honestly, weren't it? Go on, it was only for a minute. Tom, I hope Chelsea has learnt how to make decent cheesecake. She'll know about this one. Like, I hope a decent cheesecake. As the last one we made together, don't we say this? It turned out green. And God knows what we've done with it. Remember that? Yeah? Yeah. So keep away from the cheesecake.
She's made me cheesecake.
Has she?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, you're still here. Anyway, Chelsea, I love you lots, Chelsea, and you'll always be my little princess no matter what. Just before we raise a glass to a bride and groom, I also want to thank Chelsea's bridesmaids and their support for making her day special. I won't say how beautiful our gentlemen look here as well with loads, but you all know we all look good. Okay? Now I'd like you to raise your glasses to a happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Wright.
Oh, such a fun.
Oh, sorry. Is Joseph not here?
Okay, I'll drink it. It's for the speeches, but...
I know, but Joseph in here, he's in my speech. I'll start, even though my brother isn't here, so bacon. Oh, okay, we'll just leave him to the end. But thank you all for coming today. Like, it really does mean a lot. I mean, some of you have travelled quite far, so thank you and spent some money coming here. As you see, there is a sweet cart with lots of sweets, donuts. Please do eat them all, and there will be bacon baps, chips. We've got so much food, basically. And so, yeah, I just want to thank you all for being here and a special part of our day. Now, before I talk about my new husband, I want to just say a few things about a few people here today. So, firstly, my nan and granddad. So, I just want to say, you know you mean the world to me. You are more than a nan and granddad to me. You have never let any of us in the family go without. You're always our biggest supporters, and if we need you, you're always there. And I mean, ever since I can remember, we have so many memories together that I'll always cherish, and I just love you both so much. Now, Mum, I uninvited Mum to the wedding about 100 times during this process. We don't always get along. You are basically my punching bag. All my anger and frustrations get taken out on you, but I love you to pieces. You've been there for me since day one, always been by my side, and I just love you for that. And I want you to know that I am so proud of who you are and all you have done. You mean the absolute world to me. Love you. Dad, since I can remember, I've always been your princess. And I want to thank you for walking me down the aisle today. We don't see each other all the time, but if I know you're always there, you're a phone call away or a really long fucking drive away. But no matter what, I know you and Julie would literally be here in a heartbeat if we needed you. And I want to thank you both for all the help you give us with the house, with the plastering, because it saved us a lot of money. And you know there is a whole checklist of things still to do. So we need to get that booked up, please. And all the mirrored stuff around the place, Dad and Julie, you put so much effort into that. I originally had a small list for that, and every time I spoke to Dad, the list got longer and longer and longer. So I want to thank you. They all look amazing. All your table numbers, it's all been done by Dad, so I want to thank you for that. And yeah, I just want to thank you for always being there, and I'll always be your little princess. I love you. Now, I'm going to keep boring you all, so bear with me, but you know, it's my day. So, John, ever since I can remember, you've been a part of my life well over 20 years now, and I want to thank you for always looking after me and Mum. You've taken care of us and never let us go without. And thank you for being my taxi driver over the years and fixing everything that needs fixing in the house, although you were late doing our fence that is still needing being done. It was meant to be done last weekend. But yeah, I want to thank you for all you do for me, Mum, and everyone. Everything gets done by you, so I just want to thank you. Now to the latecomers. They finally arrived. So, Joseph, we didn't exactly have the most conventional upbringing together, but no matter what, we've been close, and I've always regarded you as the best brother I could have. You'll always be there for me, and you know I'll always be there for you, including the unlimited babysitting. But I want to thank you and Beth mostly for giving me my gorgeous Florence and Arthur, who I absolutely love to pieces, and thank you for doing down the aisle a little bit of we need some more sweets during the ceremony. But thank you, and they look absolutely beautiful. And I want you both to know that you are incredible parents, and you are bringing up the most loving, happy children, so never forget that. So thank you, and I love you. So Dawn, just a little something. I just want to say thank you to you and Steve, ever since I was younger, for all the trips out to the zoo, uptown, Steve colouring with me, the endless pens I used to buy from W.H. Smith's that I definitely didn't need. I'm obsessed still. So I just want to thank you for being more than auntie and uncle, so thank you. Right. Nearly halfway, guys, don't worry. Ellie, you've surprised me as a maid of honour. You're the most organised, not caring, but like sentimental person, shall we say. But you have been incredible. From day one, you've helped me plan this. You've told me what to do, what not to do. And I just want to thank you so much. And for my such thoughtful gift, which made us both cry last night.
I don't cry.
It was her hay fever. But yeah, over the last 10 years, we've got so many memories, many which we'd love to forget.
I think you have forgotten.
Yeah, but many to cherish. But I want to thank you for being the best mate, for always telling me how it is, never beating around the bush, and for never making me not smile. You're always making me laugh, so thank you so much. Jess, I want to thank you for being a bridesmaid today. You and Ellie both look absolutely amazing. Thank you for all your help, helping us get ready and all the stuff for the wedding. I really appreciate it, and for helping me get ready to marry your brother. So I just want to say thank you for being by my side, and I'm so glad I get to call you my sister-in-law. So thank you. Right, boys. So thank you for helping Tom get ready today, even though half the flowers got left in the room at some point, and I got blamed. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for being by his side, for being such a good friend. Max and Miles, thank you for getting him out on the golf course for hours on end and getting him out of my hair. Although you have been slacking this year, so you really need to pick that up. And Alex for the endless hours online. So I get the TV to myself that you keep him occupied, so thank you. And thank you for being the best man today. On a note of his stag do, thank you for making sure he had a good time, and Jordan, I just want to say thank you. He had an amazing time, although you could have got him to bed a bit earlier. So yeah, thank you, boys. Now to Tom's family, I want to say a special thank you. You are all such a loving, close family, and you mean the world to me. You've treated me like a daughter from day one, and I really appreciate that. And I want to thank you for all the help you've given us towards the house and everything. We really appreciate it. So I just want to say thank you. Now to my husband. You ready to cry?
Yeah.
So we're not normally all lovey and say nice things to each other. We like to joke. But today is that day that we really should do that to each other. Now, I want to start off by saying you look very handsome today. I did leave you the one job for the wedding of picking your suit. So I half expected you to turn up in a t-shirt and shorts that you always wear. Yeah, but I did have the final say on the suit, let's just say. So these last couple of weeks, people have been asking me, am I nervous for the day and all this, and I just couldn't understand, because I don't understand why I'd be nervous to marry my best friend. And if no one knows, it's actually our 9-year anniversary today. So that's why it was a rush and to get this done in 8 months. So yeah, I'm so glad that we get to celebrate us today, and I just love you. So, at the beginning of this planning, you said, don't expect things to go perfect today just in case they go wrong, because you know I'm a perfectionist. And there's been a few little hiccups, nothing major, but it doesn't matter. We're perfect. Our life is perfect, and that's all that matters. So... He's about to go, people. Over the last year, we've achieved so much together. We've bought our house, we've got half our house redecorated, we've got engaged, and now we're here today on our wedding day. And I just want to say I'm so proud of us for all we have achieved. I've mainly done it all, let's just say. But yeah, I'm really proud of us, and I'm proud of you. So, just a bit soppy now, guys, sorry. So, from day one, you've always been the most caring and loving man who wears his heart on his sleeve. You've made me feel so loved, more than I've ever thought possible, and during times when I didn't feel possible to love. I'm so lucky to know that you'll always be by my side and will do anything for me, no matter what. You're always there to support me and love me, and I'm so glad I get to be the person that you enjoy life with, and I get to enjoy life with you. So, don't worry, I'll make you laugh now. You're the funniest person I know. Although, please don't tell Ellie that, people. That's why my back's to her. And you never fail to make me laugh or put a smile on my face. You're so quick-witted, and you can make a joke out of absolutely anything. Most of the time, I am the butt of the jokes. And for those I actually understand, because, like my dad, we don't understand jokes. But yeah, you never fail to make me laugh. You do the silliest things, and every day you always put a smile on my otherwise grumpy face. It's so nice we have such an amazing life that we've created, and as many people here know, we love our holidays. We have over 3 a year, let's just say. So I love that we both love that. And I love that we both love doing absolutely nothing on our holidays. All we do is eat about 10 courses of food a day, lay around by the pool, and do nothing. And I love that we do nothing. So yeah, and I think over all these years, if people can't tell, me and Tom really love food. Most people diet for their weddings. I think we put weight on. So, yeah. But I love that we like takeaways, and really, if we'd saved all that money up, we could have probably had this wedding 5 years ago and our house 5 years ago, so... But hey-ho. So, lastly, I know I'm not the easiest person to live with my mood swings, my nagging, my perfectionism, and wanting things done the right way, which isn't your way. But thank you for putting up with me. You're doing well so far, so keep it up. And thank you for always giving me a reason to nag you, from when you've left the dirty plates on top of the dishwasher and not inside of it, your dirty clothes next to the washing basket, not inside of it, or for leaving the scissors lying around ready to stab me, or the endless toothpicks I find around the house. Although he does do one job in the house, which is the bins. That is when he remembers, or he's going out at 12 o'clock at night in his boxers to put the bins out. So well done. But I think it's really cute that you think magic fairies visit during the night that clean up after you and the house is ready for the next day. I just think it's really cute, and you keep believing. So yeah, I just want to finish off by saying I didn't know it was possible to fall in love with you even after 9 years, but every day I fall more in love with you. I always feel it's getting stronger and will be by your side through the good and bad. It's not to say there's some days that I don't want to strangle you, but I wouldn't change you for the world, and that's why I'm standing here today as your wife. So thank you for being my best friend, my comfort, my safe place, and now my husband. And I can't wait to see what the future holds with us, and I'm so proud of you and all you've achieved. So here's to Tom. So cheers to Tom, my husband. Got it right.
You all right?
Sure. Blimey, Chels. Jesus. Shedding a few tears there. I'd like to start this off by saying thank you all for coming. Not that I arranged it, but these guys done an amazing job, as we can all agree. It's a lovely day so far. Chels looks absolutely stunning. I think we can all agree on that as well. And Thomas, as Chelsea's dad mentioned, punch him, mate. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Alex. I'm the best man. I'm incredibly awkward, if you can't tell already. I'm terrified of social situations, and for everyone here that knows me, you know that's very true. That table over there definitely knows it's true. Thank you very much, thank you very much. When Tom told me him and Chelsea got engaged last October, I was obviously over the moon, best mate, you know. He's done well, he's got engaged. But when he said it was June the 1st this year, I had a panic attack. Because I knew that I had to arrange a stag and write a speech, which isn't much, but for me, it's quite a lot. And I did leave it to the last minute, so I'm sorry for this speech, but I hope it's all right. But anyway, we're here now. It's a pleasure to be here as a best man. I love you, Thomas. And yeah. Anyway, me and Tom we've been friends for like a good 17 years, quite a long time. We weren't friends until sort of middle school era. We had different sort of friend groups. But the minute we knew we'd be good friends was when we used to run home from school to go online. Now, I used to think that was quite embarrassing, but I have actually speed walked home from work recently to play FIFA. And he is definitely, he's been over the limit, the speed limit, to get home to play. But yeah, ever since that moment, I knew that we'd be friends. But things never change. Well, to be fair, speaking of things never change, he still gets his dinner bought to him when we're online. Sorry, Chelsea, but every night we're on, I thought, you know, he's got a mortgage, he's got a wife now, he's got everything, he's an adult, but he still gets his dinner brought to him every night. So I am sorry about it, Chelsea, but sometimes online is a bit more important, so. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thinking back to our friendship, our parents definitely thought we were gay. 100%. I'd say 90% of the time we'd be sort of, you know, in his room, in my room, online. We'd make stupid videos together. This man here He uploaded videos of a Capri Sun box on his head playing FIFA. I sometimes think, imagine Ali and Steve walking in, oh, he's got that Capri Sun box on his head again. It's mental. But then again, I've done some bad ones, so I can't really speak. We've also had many sleepovers in our time, and Chelsea, I'm sharing a bed with this man. His eyes are open when he's sleeping. He moans in his sleep. And one day, I woke up with his leg over me. Now, with all due respect, your leg was hard to get off at 4 a.m. in the morning. But hey, I got it off, and that night ended with me sleeping with a towel as a duvet and a teddy bear as a pillow on the floor. Not the finest hour. Me and Tom have also been on quite a few holidays together. Now, I often think back to the time when he killed him with a chicken sandwich in Salou. It wasn't my finest moment, but I bought a sandwich in the airport. We took it to Salou, didn't eat it, don't know why. Left it in the room in the sun. Half of it was in the sun, by the way. And when I finally went to eat it, I gave him the half that's been in the sun. I've never seen a man so ill that night. This holiday also links back to the part when we were a bit of a gay couple. Ali and Steve kindly took us away after our exams, and we didn't spend more than one night with them, I don't think. With the few of the things we did do, we fell asleep on each other on a park bench. No alcohol involved, by the way, broad daylight, 2 p.m. One night we also sat on one of those sort of bench things for couples on the beach, having a pina colada looking at the sea. I hate pina colada, so I don't know why that was our choice of drink. And yeah, the rest of the time we just spent it in Linda's bar.
Yeah, we did.
More burgers were consumed than pints, though.
It was.
Well, now we get to the point where he met Chelsea. So it was a very random friendship that we made at school. I'd say we didn't really know who each other were till when we met. We had sort of a mutual friend that connected us, whose name I will not speak of today. But yeah, the group quickly became me, Chelsea, the lovely Ellie down here, and Thomas. At the start, I never thought they'd sort of, get together, because there was no flirting or anything. There was absolutely nothing going on there. But then again, this man here didn't have much action back in them days, so that's probably why, isn't it, Thomas? You were nervous. You were nervous. Yeah, you were nervous. But anyway, it was just us four meeting up most time, mostly in Tom's terrifying Fiesta. Honestly, I feared for my life in that car more times than you can think. My mum did not sleep when I went out in that car. But yeah, a lot of times there weren't much of a spark until one night, Ali and Steve's, we had a few drinks and that, and I saw Chelsea on Thomas. And yeah, no, they were dressed. And yeah, that's when I knew that these guys, it's happening. It's bloody happening. And yeah, pretty much, Tom looked terrified that whole night. But I'm going to wrap it up now, because I am. Thomas, I love you like a brother. I bloody love you. You and your family have done a lot for me in my life. I have nothing but endless respect for you and your family. I'm so happy that you met this wonderful woman here, Chelsea, who I also love dearly. I hope you have a long life of happiness together. And yes, toast. Here's to Tom and Chelsea.
This is where it gets fun. Well, this is where it gets fun. As you can see, these guys all turned up with their pre-written speeches, word for word, and I've done bullet points and a dream, and we'll see how it goes. So, obviously, I want to say thank you to every single one of you for being here today. Same as Chelsea said, really, it means the world to us that you could all be here with us on this day. where I finally get to be your husband. I also want to thank Ellie and Jess for looking after my wife this morning and helping her get dressed and whatever you guys did in there, because I wouldn't have wanted to be in there myself, so I'm glad that you got to do that and not me, because that wouldn't have been fun. I also want to thank the boys, you, Max, Miles, Geordie boy. Hang on, who's got what's the time? 4:10. Hey! For all of you that don't know, Jordan over here, on my stag do, on the first night, on Friday, he had a few too many, obviously. We were 16 pitchers deep of Heineken, and in about 3-4 hours, so it was a bit heavy. We lost him for an hour. He ended up in the toilets upstairs, shouting for me. And I had to put him to bed at 4 p.m. in the evening on the first night of the stag. So that went well. So I'm proud of you, mate. You've made it past 4 o'clock today. Well done. Hey! But I want to thank you boys for the stag. It was unbelievable. I absolutely loved it. It was very funny the whole time, to be honest, and it couldn't have gone better. So thank you so much. I'm very surprised, boy, that you even managed to pull it off, because if I'm being honest, I did message Max at one point, like, just give him a hand, because I thought, I'm worried that, I don't know where I'll end up. I was like, oh, God. But you done well, so well done, mate. It was brilliant. Awesome. I also want to thank Mary, Barry, Sarah, John, Joseph, Julie, for everything today. You know, you've all been a massive part of this. You know, being able to put this day on as quick as we did, to be honest. We wouldn't have done it without all the help from you guys, so thank you endlessly. I also want to thank my mum and dad, who I'm not going to be able to look at because they're both crying, and I'm going to cry if I look, so don't do this. Oh, for God's sake. I'll have to look at Jordan because I'll just laugh. Oh, God. But obviously I want to thank my mum, my dad, my nan, granddad, Mick. There you are. Oh, God, I lost you for a second. And Mary as well, who obviously couldn't be here. She's at home, and bless her. And I'll give her a phone call after this and have a chat with her and send my love that way. So, thank you. How did you do this? You wear the trousers, that's why. I wear the skirts and the thongs. Don't I? Oh, God. But obviously I couldn't have asked for better parents. Everyone tells me, oh, Dad, stop it. For goodness sake. Everyone always tells me that I'm very, very fortunate to... Give me a minute. Don't come to me. Give me a chance. Everyone always tells me I'm extremely fortunate to have the parents I do. All my friends, everyone, they all know, they all love you. Sometimes I think they love you more than I do. I'm like, crikey, the boys adore you. You really are angels, to be honest. And I'm very, very fortunate. I'll get it. To have the parents that I do. And I couldn't have thanked you anymore to, bring me up the way you did. It's a very loving son. And I'm hopefully going to be a good husband, but we'll find out. I don't know. We've got time to work that one out as yet. Could be a disaster. And obviously I want to pass my thanks on to you two as well, because you were both a massive part of that as well, Nan and Grandad, because from giving me and Alex rides to school, feeding us breakfast, Alex would have breakfast at home, then come and have a second breakfast with us. Cheeky bugger. 2 for 1. How did I end up this big? Have you been doing that? I see how it is. But thank you all so much, and I really appreciate you. Love you both, and love you too as well. On to my partner in crime. Well, my dear, it's finally here. It's finally happened. And couldn't have gone better, really. And it went exactly as we wanted. We even got the kids shouting, which we wanted, to be honest. That's what we wanted. We did. It would have been boring otherwise. You even threw my ring. Don't know if you all saw that, but she soon threw that ring straight off the table. I thought, here we go, this is set up well, isn't it? And then she went, oh, I'm glad it weren't mine. Cheers, love. But obviously, I want to say how unbelievably stunning you look right now, and I know that everyone in this room will agree. You've worked so tirelessly hard on all of this, and this day is as much of a surprise to you as it is to me, because I don't have a clue what half of this is, but I'm just nodding and agreeing, because that's what I've been told a good husband does, so I'm going with it. Yes! Yeah. I thought I'd mention how we met. Do you remember? Yeah. We met as a group round the back of Marks and Spencer's in town. Now, I must say, I'm pretty sure not many people would class that as a normal meeting place, but it's what we went with. And after we met up, obviously I'd never met you before. I don't even think I'd met you, Ellie, at that point. We all sort of met up as a group. We, for some reason, decided to walk from there towards college. And this was, I don't even know what time of the day it was, but it was dark, so it was like midnight probably at this point. I don't know what we were doing out, young and stupid, just out and about. We got to College Dip, and me and Alex decided, walking all the way round to where everyone normally goes down, you know, that's a long way, and we're both desperate for a slash. So we hopped the fence next to the road where College Dip. A lot of people don't know what College Dip is because you're not from Bury, but imagine just a really steep hill, and that's essentially what that is. And we chose to go down the side of it, which is quite literally 90 degrees downwards. But because it was pitch black, we had no idea. And as we took the first 2 steps, I looked to my right, realised we were both fucked, to be honest, because all of a sudden we were falling at free fall down the hill, and I'm looking, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're not the same build, and we weren't back then either, 9 years ago, how longer than that, 9.5. So he flew down at a speedy pace. I came down like a cannonball. Now, this boy, luckily, his legs worked, so they saved him, and he shot off through the middle of the field, and he was fine. Me, on the other hand, I realised pretty quick I was not going to make it. And I've got 2 choices. I can either fall onto my side or go face first. Now, amazingly, everything went in slow motion, so I was able to turn onto my side, and I flew across the whole field, pretty much, to the other side, and quite literally had a grass-stained tattoo up the whole side of me. It was nothing short of terrible. And that is how I met Chelsea, and that's the first impression I gave her. So anyone out there, you know, still looking for love? If that works, I think you'll be just fine, boy, don't you worry. Being with you, Chelsea, has been tough. It's been tough in places, but 99% of the time, it's just a joy. And at the end of the day, I am so happy to come home to our house, knowing you're probably there making me lunch. So, you know, double-edged sword, but I'll take the win there. So I'm so proud of everything we've managed to do throughout the nightmares that we've had together, throughout the difficult times, and, you know, we've been through lots, and we've come out the other side better than ever. And I couldn't be any prouder of you for everything that you've done. You've made me such a better person, a better man. All right, you nod. But no, you've made me a better man, and hopefully you'll turn me into a good husband, because that's usually how it goes, isn't it? Yeah, so that's the plan now, the joys. Having you in my life is quite literally the best thing I could have ever asked for. Knowing that you will be there by my side till the day I die is quite literally, I can't think of anything better. That's cloud 9 for me. Go on, Max, get the tissues, fella. He ain't stopped, bless him. I had to save myself there. That was. You are nothing short of absolute perfection to me. You really are unbelievable. The fact that you managed to do all of this basically on your own, like the amount of stuff you've done that is without even buying it for a company is mind-blowing, to be honest. And to be fair, Dawn recommends you go into wedding planning. I don't, you know, bring the money in, I'm all for it. I'll be a house husband, I'm fine with that. I don't know. Basically am. I hope that when all is said and done, and, you know, because I'll probably go before you, let's be honest. What? You probably will, let's be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. I hope that, you know, when I'm gone, you would have had the best life you could have ever asked for, because that's what I want to give you. Ew, she's crying, thinking of me dying, so there is love there somewhere, that's good. There's a soul in there. And now, I'm practically just, every time I look at you, you just make me, I still get butterflies, and I'm getting them now, to be honest. Oh, no, I'm going to go. Just looking at you, bloody hell. What a wuss. Have you got one of your thongs in the back? Because I think I need to put it on at this point. Oh. Just thank you for dealing with me. I know I'm not easy. I know I can lose it sometimes. Well, not as bad as you. I think you lose it worse than me. But, you know, we are yin and yang. We really are. But it works so well. And I love that we have so many different things, and we don't love the same things. I love being online with this dopey bugger. You like when I'm online with this dopey bugger, so you can do whatever you want, and it's brilliant. And being able to sit there knowing that everything is sorted in my life is quite literally, I think every bloke would dream of that, and you really are nothing short of perfect. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life showing you how much I love you. Well, before I finish, obviously I know you're all probably starving at this point. I'm sure we're getting close. What's the time? Time check? Anyone? 25 past, 5 minutes. I'm not going on for 5 minutes. It's not stand-up at this point. You'll be bored to death. So I just want to obviously raise a glass to mine and Chelsea's future that I hope is full of love, joy, and happiness. Now enjoy your grub, everyone.